eye. I'm the only one in my generation, Abi. I will put in our time, Abi, that have eye problem in my family. I'm the only one. And due to careless, I have convulsion one night like that. So when I was 4 years old. So those days they believe in native. So they now rush me to hospital, to native man, that is herbalist. Getting there, the man no day, now your wife day. So he now rush, bring leaf, put for my eye. As he put for the eye, in the eye now, the convulsion do okay, but the eye now burn. My brother carry me come to Lagos so that I can come to attend Christ Embassy program by Pastor Chris. You know, these days you be hearing, Pastor Chris, there's somebody here, he received insight and those days and waiting for television. So my family was really hoping that if I come, that Pastor Chris will be able to heal my eye that time. But I attend so many programs that time, but they will say make I jump, I will jump. They say make I do this, I will do this. And fortunately, the thing didn't happen. So the thing too was also discouraged. Only one regret I have is when I attend one church and the man of God was pressing the eye seriously. Even so, he wanted to even come out the eye. My guy had to stop because if you want to heal and know by pressing the eye so much. So, but that's the only regret I have because the pressing was much.
John Sunday is in his late 30s, but lost his sight at the age of 4. In this interview with Legit TV, he revealed how he lost his sight at the age of 4, and in order to make ends meet here in Lagos, he decided to produce liquid soap, toilet cleaners, and insecticide. He also revealed how he has visited several churches for healing, but all proved abortive. Shout out to the man behind the camera, Monday Idara. I'm Dolakwa Modeni, and you're watching Legit TV.
My name is John Sunday. I produce toilet wash, I produce liquid soap, I produce fleets, that's for cockroach, mosquito, bed bug. I also do tablet soap, those ones you know they now. I also know how to do Azar, Dettol, and air freshener.
Looking at your site, and you know these things that you are doing, it requires you to pay a lot of attention to see each ingredient that you are using. How do you go about it?
I went to school for the blind, Oshodi, inside Kappa, and that is where they teach us how to produce. Funny enough, our teacher was also a blind person, so he teach me how to make soap, and the other teacher who do Kampala is also, okay, that one is a sighted person. So with that, when we are learning all those things, they want to teach you how to do it, and that's what they call mobility. Mobility is what make a blind person to understand when you touch anything. If you touch anything, you know what it is. So that's how I'm able to identify all those things one by one, because all of them are not the same. Like the part I just use now, if you feel it, no talk. If one day here, no talk. If you feel it, you will know that it's like chap sound. It's like chap sound. So you understand. Say this thing, no, not this one. So if I'm using like 3 or 4 chemicals, who they will be powder, they are different way to identify them. Like the one I take do liquid soap. If I produce liquid soap now, nitro soap is a powder I can blow like this. So once you touch them, you go no say na nitro soap. With also order, with also trust, where to buy them, so that they no go give you another thing. We look like the same thing where you buy. So we have to trust to know who they buy them for your hand. That's how able to detect the chemicals we I use.
Right, but going about your day-to-day activities, in going to the market, do you go to the market yourself or you have somebody that helps you to go to the market to buy these things?
Yes, I go market on myself and I carry it for hand. I go put two toilet wash for here, one soap, one soap, and I will now hang the other, those fleet and those things. So for the same hand though, so I will not take one hand to use my guy stick. But he cannot tell me road where they enter. Oh. Most of time I enter wrong road and I go ask people about it. And the end of the day, they will direct me. One thing about Lagos people is, if so far you are not begging, they will always be there for you to support you in time of any challenge where you find yourself.
So how many assistants have you gotten on the road?
I got so many assistants. So far, you are not begging. Even sometimes they even help me to pay money. So when I don't even ask them to pay because they have see say you are doing something. And some people say they don't want to buy the chemical. They can just dash you 1,000. Say okay, 200. But most of the time, I don't like to then dashing me money. I believe buy my products. But some people will say I don't have what to that amount. But take this one to support your ministry. That is one thing that keep me moving and encourage. But a lot of disadvantage today because sometimes you collect fake money like 1,000. Some people feel give you 1,000. Some people feel give you 500. Especially when I'm late hour. People feel they stop me for road, they won't buy. So some wicked ones feel give me fake. Some wicked ones feel give me 1,000. 500 and 1,000 because once it's dark, I no go really know amount of money. I go even preach for them say I don't like collecting money that I will give change. They will say they will not give me bad money, but sometimes too they do. That is Nigeria for us. Everybody is, so that's it.
Did you lost your sight, when you were born or while you were growing up?
I lost my sight when I was 4 years old. I was born like any other person. And my family, we don't have anybody who have eye problem at all. In fact, my father was even using an eye when he even did 100 years. So nobody have problem for eye. I'm the only one in my generation. I will put in our time, that have eye problem in my family. I'm the only one. And due to careless, I have convulsion one night like that. So when I was 4 years old, so those days they believe in native, so they now rush me to hospital to native man, that is herbalist. Getting there, the man no day, my wife day, so he now rush bring leaf put for my eye. As he put for the eye, in the eye now, the convulsion do okay, but the eye now burn. According to them, they say for 3 days, I no open eye. So they now carry me go back to go meet them. Say, person will put for something for eye, never open eye since 3 days. What was the issue? So they now go inside bush and bring on that thing, put for the eye, and the eye open. But when the eye open, according to one of my neighbor for house that time, he said my family don't even know that I have eye problem, but they said my way of my looking, it changed. And so that time they said cataract. So they said the way of my looking was that neighbor that caught attention of my family. It's like something cover my eye, red. That they said the thing is a white something that stands between the middle of black eye and white eye. So the thing standing between, and they said I cataract that time. But fortunately, they couldn't do the cataract. My family were like, when I grown up, because they too are not really educated like that. So they were like, when I grow up, without knowing that out of 6 months, they can even do surgery. So, but they neglected it for so many years. So when I was, I think 16 years, that was when they do fake surgery. That Aboki man come, saying 6,000 naira, you put something for my eye and open the eye like this. I will lie down for mouth. So carry something like blade. They do like this. They do with the pain, no injection, nothing. Well, I was crying seriously, but all I was just hoping that maybe this will be over, even though no matter the sufferness, but I believe it will be over. But fortunately, it was not over. So the eye continued like that. So that's how I lost my sight.
So how has it been since you lost your sight? How has growing up been for you? How challenging has it been? Were you at any time mocked by, your friends in school?
I didn't go to school actually because my mother too was also other way around, but my father too the other way around. So when the problem started, I wanted to, because I heard that school for the blind, they call them partially school for the blind, but my family didn't wise to take me to there. I don't know. I would say, those days when we born person like us, they be like we throw away them, or what you do want to do with them. Actually, if I throw away me, if you see it possible, if not because of say I'll be boy, because a lot of things happens. Then take care of other ones that have eyes more than me. But like, okay, wait till this one go free bring. If I talk about people that really worry me well, I will send to my family. I'm so sorry. It's truth is because they say they try, but I didn't see their try because it's something they can it's something they can solve on time, but they couldn't do it due to maybe nature of condition or money, or I don't know actually what really happened. So I didn't go to school actually. So until I came to school for the blind, Oshodi. Okay, that was the first school. In terms of mocking, we have faced that one so much. So I don't need to bother about it because I cry a lot, because when you go around, they call you a blind person, Even sometimes you cry. Sometimes too, you believe. So when you know that you're only one in that vicinity. As a family of us, I'm the only one person that time before one person can join me. So it was not easy. That was 2004. My brother carried me come to Lagos so that I can come to attend Christ Embassy program by Pastor Chris. These days you'll be hearing, Pastor Chris, there's somebody here, he received insight and those days and watch out for television. So my family was really hoping that if I come that Pastor Chris will be able to heal my eye that time. But I attend so many programs that time, but they will say make I jump, I will jump. They say make I do this, I will do this. And fortunately, the thing didn't happen. So they too was also discouraged, like planning to take me back to village. And that, okay, that wait till carry you come, didn't manifest. So you have to go back. But God, past man, sometimes God have other plan where we don't know. For that year, they don't have money to return me back to village. There was one opportunity to come from Eye Foundation. So they do surgery. So that was when they removed the cataract way there for the eye.
For the eye, okay.
So but they said due to I do am late hour. Because of sorry man. Because of it's like something trying to pitch. Because of they didn't do it on time. Before from 4 years to 25 years. That was when I do the surgery. They said that was the brain didn't adopt the eye as part of thing we're supposed to use. So they advised me to remain like that. I go so many hospitals, I go away to do it. They say only God that can.
So when you went to different churches and you could not, receive this healing, were you at any point in time discouraged, or did you did you regret ever, attending any of those services, church services?
Well, in life, I always believe one thing, that when there is one man in pool of water for 38 years, even I was still hold on that faith. Say before I go reach 38 years, the matter go end. But fortunately, I don't cross and some more. But I do attend churches because I want to hear the word of God. If you give me healing, I collect, because if I carry the matter for head the worker, I go lean well. So I make it that I don't attend church because of healing. I attend church because I want to obey God and do God willing and hear word of God. And on my way going to that church, if God give me healing, I'll be the happiest man for the whole world. But in fact, as I still there, I still dreaming that one day, I go take my eye see everyone. But it never come. But I never be discouraged, because my faith is still strong that miracle can still happen.
But do you have any?
Only one regret I have is when I attend one church, and the man of God was pressing the eye seriously. Even so, he wanted to even come out the eye. My guy had to stop, because if you want to heal, I know by pressing the eye so much. So, but that's the only regret I have, because the pressing was much. But if not, I don't have regret, because now God that creates me. In fact, I believe the Bible said, when people, they always tell me that maybe because whenever I go some churches, the only thing that pay me, because they always believe saying that my sin make me never see. But I always tell them, I always believe one thing, that the Bible said he make a blind person, a person that cannot walk, a person that cannot talk, for in glory to be manifest. So I don't regret much, because from my childhood I'll be calling the name of God, so I don't regret much about that one.
Alright, so now let me ask you, how did you meet your wife?
Well, actually, this is not my first wife. The first one have gone with my 2 children. He never say that he don't go. He left me. That one, it was a mistake. I wanted to die somebody number, and I made a mistake. Can't die in number. So we now begin to chat. I can't tell her my condition, look at me and everything. Well, she accepted, and from there I go to their village, we do small something, we start living, and that one I'll give two girls for me. That is my first child will be 10 years in this November 12th. The second one will be 8 years, January 8th. So we live, but along the line you begin to discourage, because it's not easy to, most of the time when other people go in out, you only one going with your own way, no they see. And I don't know what he didn't tell him. He decided to maltreat me, so and along the line we decided that she go. He's not with me anymore, with my 2 children. So this one now, wait there with me. I met him for my church a few years ago. That is about 3 years now. So we meet for church, and I can't tell her, say, look at me, and although, and she accepted that she can cope with me, and that's how we dey live for now. Actually, I never marry him. I'm still believing God for process, so that I can be able to go and do something for her head, and so that he can be really call my wife fully. She have tried enough for me. For a few years we know. He was the one that designed this toilet that people take know me now. He was the one that designed the sticker and sent them to the printer. As he did, I'm not seeing it. So he's the one that, designed the sticker, and we are good to go. And once I produce finish, he will fill them for me. I will wash. I go to clean. She go to sticker. So he's the one that sticker the soap. He's the one that check the color. He's the one that bring this one, help me, give me this one, especially when I'm working in large quantity. So he help me bring in the things together what I don't buy together. So he's helping me a lot.
Alright, so knowing that you've not paid a bride price,
Yes.
what are our family saying about that? And how did they accept you?
Actually, I can tell you, most of their family never really know me fully. As you can see, not even want to come outside, so that maybe people will not see them for online, begin to say, I want daughter to take marry me, something like that. It's only her mother and few her sisters who don't hear my voice. But it's only her mother knows my condition. The rest of them never really know my condition. It's only him and her mother that knows and my mother knows my condition. So it's also going to be a serious battle by the time when I go stand up fully to go to do something. But I believe God will help us when the time comes. That's it.
All right. So if you were to have your sight back right now, how would you feel?
If it happen now, I'll be the happiest man, because my people don't tell me say my son, my daughter, they are very handsome and beautiful. I don't really know them for face. Fortunately, they can even pass me by now. I'm not going to know say na them, except they talk or through their smells. Normally, a human being smell. Not that you are a dirty person or you have body odor. Blood smells. So that's the only way I can know say na them they pass me by. So if God open my eye today, I'll be there. I'll be very, very happy, because many falls, many wounds, many challenges. Most of the time, if I come on my clothes now, some things we don't go, we never go finish. From my small thing now, one of my nail, I be hitting that nail. If they come out every year, that nail must come out. I must hit them from somewhere. So if I can see today, I'll be very happy.
What is the first thing that you will do?
If I see today, the first thing I would do is just to go most of those places where they don't mock me, one challenge it or not that. I will first go and tell them that God have done it for me, that I can see today. I just let them see that the God have done it. Second thing that I would do is, I don't know how to feel, but there will be a lot of thanksgiving. I'm not going to tell you like different church thanksgiving, telling people that God is still on the throne doing a miracle. So I'll be very happy. I'm not going to tell you lie. In fact, I will hug all my children and see them that, so these you people, my wife, I go hug even the mother of my first child who left me because of this challenge. This was not the first sickness I get. I first be a layman before I walk. It take me like 2 to 3 years before I walk. So I don't know, maybe people see what's in me. There was fighting, I don't know. So I always use one word, say, if I dey see today with this battle where I don't face, who know whether I for still dey alive or to now. Not that I don't grow, but I work very late. So they had to put me side ground and dig ground and cover it. And my side like this, according to the story that I left, They was drawing me. They do a lot of things for me to walk along the line. Spoke, cut my leg when they carry me. They go for the eye clearly when the eye come to. So they carry for top of bicycle. Spoke, cut my leg too. They postpone the eye issues. So I land in hospital where then they so life have full of battle, but I still thank God for everything where God is doing. That's it.
Was there a time that you felt, that you were going to take your life? You were tired of life?
Yes. In fact, I have already mixed the acid together that I wanted to drink because my family, my mothers and my father, not really, I feel that they not really take care of me the way they're supposed to do because of the problem. So it was one of my cousins, they call him Olebere. He loved me so much. In fact, she wanted to marry me as husband. If a brother can marry a brother, a sister can marry. He loved me so much. When I don't already miss him, this is what I'm telling you now, family don't even know. I call her that I know that he didn't care for me. He had done so much to me with her mother, but I can't stand it anymore because the stress, the wahala going to that. Let's say that time I will be, let's say 13 or 14 years that time, or let's say 14, let's say 17. Shall let make I not do mistake because that time my father told me that he have done all he can do about me, that there's nothing she can do for me again. He can do for me again. No. So, and me too, I was ready to go. But that my sister come rescue me for that time. Second time was my grandmother that lived with us. That time something happened. Actually, I was little bit stubborn because I feel every other person is saying I'm the only one, and they not really take care of me the way they're supposed to. So that day I quarreled with my mother, and they now lock my door that I will not enter that night. So I carried the rope to go and hang myself for bush. But my grandmother hear my voice, and he leave whatever he was doing in that night, and that was around to 11. Begin to find me, and he draw me back because he always, they always feel that I resemble one of his son will die. So those grandma, they always believe somebody come back or something like that. So it was one that those two people was people that still make me live in this earth. If not, by now I for done work.